Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go over a very, very simple principle, and it's going to enable you to stop being an autonomous NPC that is oblivious to life and empower you with the knowledge and tools to be able to start cultivating the life that you want. Okay, you're going to go from a non-playable character to the main character. And if you don't know what an NPC is, it's basically one of those AI characters in a game that basically just live autonomously. They don't have the will to think freely. They are just designed to do exactly what the game has designed them to do. Okay. And yeah, in this video today, I'm going to be walking you through the different levels and different stages of self-awareness and what you need to do at each stage to progress to the next level. Because ultimately, guys, in order to create change in your life, you first have to understand where you are right now. Okay, you have to place attention and awareness on your current circumstances, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, because there are reasonings behind this. But a lot of people, the majority of people in this day and age, are so distracted and they are not even aware. You know, they're oblivious as to why they are currently living the life that they're living. Okay, so the first stage to change is awareness. Okay, so we're going to be walking you through the different stages. You know, the way that I'm going to be doing my videos are not going to be super edited. You're not going to be getting a load of dopamine from these videos. If you want to listen to this shit, you do, and you stick around to the end. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. Just click off the video. So there are different stages to self-awareness, okay? Stage number one, where most people are at right now, is oblivious. You are oblivious to your life, your thoughts, your circumstances, the way that you do the things that you do, or why you do the things that you do. You're almost confused as to why you are in the position that you're in right now. Okay, it's like, why am I here? Why do I keep self-sabotaging? Why do I do these things? Why am I, okay? It's kind of like a victim mentality. Now, stage 2 is awakening. Stage 3 is exploration. Stage 4 is empowerment, and stage 5 is mastery. I'm gonna be diving into each of these different 5 stages, so bear with me right now. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. So stage number 1, okay? Oblivious unconsciousness. You are an NPC. I've screenshotted a guy from GTA right here. You're one of those dudes who's walking on the sidewalk. You're just programmed by the game, by the system, and you don't understand, or you don't have the ability to think freely or understand why you do the things that you do and why you are at or in the position that you're in right now in life, okay? So what that looks like is you're not aware of your thoughts, feelings, or actions. Life feels like it's just happening to you, and you react automatically without questioning why. So the focus, your focus, right, if you're in this stage, you're focused on survival, you're focused on comfort, and you're reacting to the circumstances in your life, okay? And the key realization of this stage is, you know, why do I keep facing the same problems? The reason why you ask yourself that question is because you're unaware of how you even got there in the first place, okay? So the first stage, which most people are in, is oblivious unconsciousness. Okay, stage number 2 is awakening. So what this looks like is you start to notice patterns in your thoughts, feelings, and actions, and you realize there's a connection between your mindset and the results that you get in life, okay? Now, the focus is asking why. Why do I think like this? Why do I feel this way? If you're at this stage, guys, congratulations, because you're ahead of, you know, the majority of people that live on this planet, okay? The key realization that you're going to have at this stage is maybe I do have some control over my life. Because let me tell you this, guys, okay? If you're in the awakening stage, it means that you have some level of awareness over what is happening to you in your life, okay? You are not just an automatic unconscious program living life day to day, having no control or awareness over the way that you feel, act, or think. If you are at the awakening stage, this is perfect, okay? This is great because you are giving yourself and empowering yourself with the tools to change. Because like I said, the only way you're going to change your circumstances is first having a strong understanding of your current circumstances, the way you think, feel, and act. And in the awakening stage, you're starting to place a connection between the things that you do, think, and feel and the results that you get in your life, okay? Because ultimately, the concept or the concept that creates your reality is the way that you think, feel, and act, okay? It's like a circle. Your thoughts create your feelings influence your actions influence your beliefs, and it's like a loop that goes round and round. And that's why some people get stuck, because they don't change the first one, which is your thoughts. Okay, your thoughts create your entire reality. So let's move on to stage 3, exploration. So you've gone from having a beginner's level awareness of what it is that's happening in your life to starting to dive deeper. Okay, you begin journaling, you begin diving deeper into your mind, you begin meditating or reflecting. The powerful thing about journaling, meditating, and reflecting is that you will get to a stage with this, with practice, where you start to open the gates to the subconscious mind. And this is where all of your programming is. This is where all of your limiting beliefs are. Basically what makes you up as a person, okay, how you perceive the world, your paradigms of life, of business, careers, love, relationships, all of that kind of stuff. And you start to explore your fears, beliefs, and triggers, and you see how they shape your actions. Okay, so you can see the difference between exploration and awakening. In the awakening stage, you start to have an awareness. Okay, you start to think, okay, well, maybe, you know, the thoughts that I am having, the feelings that I'm feeling, the actions that I'm doing may start to have a link, and they may start to affect, or they may have some part to play when it comes to creating the reality that I'm currently experiencing. And then in the exploration phase, you're diving a little deeper, okay? You're starting to understand these underlying feelings and thoughts, maybe where they're coming from. And this will be painful, guys, okay? Because ultimately, you know, a lot of the times our limiting beliefs, our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and all the stuff that we do, what makes us up as a person, has been influenced upon us from based experiences, evidence in our life. You know, for some, it could be trauma related. And diving deep into the way that you think, feel, and act can bring some of those past traumas up. Okay, you're going to essentially be unpackaging your life and really looking deep into the mind of why you do the things that you do. And for some of us, I'll give you an example, right? So let's just have a quick example of someone who's creating a business, right? If they grew up in poverty, there was no money around them in their lives, you know, their parents were poor, there was no evidence in their life to support that money was easy to make or it was possible to even grow a business. And you get to a point in your life where you want to grow a business, you're going to have beliefs that are holding you back, okay? And if you're not aware of those beliefs, you're not aware of why you think that way, why you possibly feel like you can't grow a business, you're not worthy of success, you know it's impossible to make money, all these types of things, you're ultimately not going to make money, okay? So that's why the power of self-awareness is going to enable you to unpack all of that stuff and realize that just because you have these thoughts and beliefs, bro, it doesn't mean they're true, okay? We have thousands and thousands of thoughts on a daily basis. But get this, okay, really fucking listen to this, guys. The thoughts that you have are not true necessarily. Okay, just because you have a thought, it doesn't mean it's true. And a lot of the times, people will have a negative thought and they think it to be true, okay? So what does that do? You have a negative thought, you think it's to be true, that influences a negative feeling, a negative emotion, okay? You have a negative feeling, a negative emotion that influences you to do low energy shit. Okay, if you're feeling in a fucking shit way, you're vibrating at a low frequency, do you think you're gonna get up and do things, positive things, that are in alignment with your vision? Do you think you're gonna go to the gym? Do you think you're gonna eat well? Okay, do you think you're gonna get the task you need to get done for the day? Because let me tell you this, guys, okay? If you've ever had a time in your life, because we all fucking have, where you feel shit, I guarantee you, you have kind of gravitated towards a form of escape. Okay, that's why you see a lot of people that are depressed, they resort to alcohol, they resort to drugs. You may fucking go out at the weekend, every weekend, and get smashed, okay? Because you're trying to escape your reality. You may play games, you may watch Netflix all day. They're all forms of escape because you're trying to distract yourself from your current reality, bro. You're escaping. You don't want to face the truth because guess what, guys? Facing the truth requires a sense of responsibility, and people don't like responsibility and accountability because with responsibility and accountability, it means that you're responsible for cultivating change in your life. And the majority of people don't like that because it's uncomfortable, okay? So back to my point about step 3, exploration, the focus is understanding where your thoughts and emotions come from. Because this is the key, guys, okay? You can be aware of a fucking thought and emotion, but if you don't understand where it comes from, how the fuck are you going to change it? Okay, how the hell are you going to start to unpack that and understand where it originated from and begin to change. So this is the exploration phase, okay? The key realization is that you've been holding on to things that no longer serve you. A lot of people will come to this exploration phase and have a fucking epiphany, and they're like, holy shit, this is why I am the way that I am. And you don't understand the amount of power that gives you, bro. Okay, because when you understand why you do the things that you do, you know exactly how to fucking stop it. Okay, you know exactly what to do to start cultivating change in your life. So stage number 4, empowerment. Okay, what does this look like? You start to take responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming others or circumstances, you focus on what you can control: your mindset, your choices, and your actions. Okay? Now, the focus is changing habits and creating the life that you want. The key realization is I can create my own reality. And I can tell you right now, guys, when I had gotten to the stage of empowerment and I realized that life's a fucking game. You know, you can create whichever fucking reality you want. And that's the truth. It might seem like a cliche and all that kind of stuff, but ultimately, the way that I look at life is that I can create the character that I want to be. And I had an exercise that I still use to this day. I basically have like a vision document, right? I will write down a very in-depth document of the person that I want to be, the thoughts, feelings, and actions that I want to have, how that person wakes up, what does he do during the day, how does he go to bed, you know, how does he feel and act during the day. And it's almost like a game, okay? You write down the character that you want to be and you live out in alignment with that person. On a day-to-day basis, you become aware of the way that you feel, act, and think. And if it's not in alignment with that person that you created on that document, well, guess what? You're not going to fucking be the person on the document, okay? And that's why I talk a lot about living in alignment. You have to be first clear on the person you want to be. You have to be clear on the person that you are right now. You have to be aware of your thoughts, feelings, and actions to be able to cultivate that change. Once you have the two, once you're aware of where you're at right now, you're aware of the person you want to be, guess what, motherfucker? You just need to start acting in alignment with that person and stop being that old guy, okay? You have to break the habit of being yourself. And if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this topic, I definitely recommend you start listening to a guy called Joe Dispenza. He has a video series on Amazon Prime, I believe it's called Rewired. And it will absolutely challenge every belief you have about life and how to create your dream reality. And it will equip you with everything you need to understand about yourself and cultivating change, okay? This is pretty much the main guy where I've learned all of the stuff that I've learned from, and he's been the main force that's kind of, you know, allowed me to create the reality of my dreams. And I'm on fucking page 1, guys. I'm at the very beginning of this journey, but I've had some real epiphanies and self-actualizations that has enabled me and given me this purpose to share this stuff with you guys because it's created such positive change in my life. So let's move on to the final stage, which is 5, mastery. Okay, so what this looks like is you've developed a deep understanding of your mind. You respond to life thoughtfully and not reactively. Okay, you have the power, it's almost like a superpower, to pause in real time and choose how to react to things, okay? Because let me tell you this, guys, the majority of people don't have that pause, okay? It's an external circumstance or event happens in their life and they just fucking react autonomously. I'll give you an example, right? Like road rage. If someone pulls out on you and you start fucking beeping the horn, screaming at him, shouting at him, like, you're too fucking reactive, man. Like, there are obviously certain circumstances where I can understand, like if someone really put yours and your family's life on the line and they hit your car and all that sort of shit. But I'm talking about just like little bits of road rage on a day-to-day basis. Like someone steals your parking spot, someone cuts in front of you in traffic, like all that bullshit. Like if you're reacting to that, you're fucked, okay? You need to fucking sort that shit out because you're being too reactive. You're basically signaling to the universe and your subconscious mind that if any little thing happens in your life, in your external reality, and it's not favorable to you, you're going to react to it. You're allowing that to penetrate the fortitude of your mind and allowing it to bring a negative emotion up in you, okay? And like I said before, feelings and emotions lead to actions. So if you're going to start allowing things to, negatively impact your feelings and you're cultivating these negative emotions, that's going to affect the way that you show up in life. So you need to understand that you need to fuck off the ego, okay? and start to be less reactive in your life. Be more thoughtful and aware of how you react to external circumstances. Not just external circumstances, internal circumstances as well. If you're feeling a certain way, you're feeling shit, you're going to want to act like shit. But if you're at the level of awareness where you can say and understand, okay, I'm feeling a certain way and I want to go and sit down and watch Netflix or go and play games or distract myself. But in fact, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get the shit that I need to get done and I'm going to show up. Okay? So 5, mastery. The focus is living with intention, purpose, and balance. Challenges don't overwhelm you because you trust yourself to handle them. And this is so powerful, guys, because no matter what stage of self-awareness you're at in your life, you're going to get challenges regardless, okay? It doesn't matter how strong you think your mindset is, where you are in life, you're always going to be presented with challenges. But the further you're at on this spectrum of, self-awareness, you're going to have more tools, knowledge, and experience to equip you with the mindset that you need to not get overwhelmed with things. You look at challenges as a form of progression rather than a form of, you being stuck and not being able to progress. So yeah, the key realization here is that I'm at peace with myself and the world. So guys, I can say for a fact that if you really understand the fundamentals of what I have just gone through and you start to take action on this in your life will fucking change, bro. Okay, this main principle, just understanding the concept of self-awareness, the different stages of it, and why you do the things that you do, it's the main thing that has shaped my reality. Because at the end of the day, you may have heard of the saying, the only thing standing between you and your goals is you. It's a cliche saying, but it's very true. Okay, there's enough information in the world, there's enough knowledge in the world to be able to empower you to go out there and achieve your goals, whichever it is, fitness, spirituality, relationships, business, finances, all that sort of stuff. But the only thing that's going to hold you back is you, bro. And when you fucking realize this, when you take accountability for this and you start to dive deeper into the inner wiring of your brain and why you do the things that you do, you can really start to fucking cultivate change and look at life as a game. Because at the end of the day, you have to fucking enjoy the process, bro. You have to enjoy the process because it's not about the outcome. I can tell you this, based on the dreams and goals that I've had on my journey, after achieving them, it's really not what it seems to be. It does improve a certain element of quality to your life and you feel more inspired and stuff like that. But I can tell you that I find more fulfillment in leveling up my mindset and uncovering more truths about myself and getting to that next level than I do actually acquiring the things. And if you have too much focus on the outcomes and the things that you want, you're going to get to that stage ultimately and just really realize that it isn't what it was made out to be in your own mind. And you're going to learn that you need to kind of love the process and just look at this thing as a game that you continuously level up on. So stick around on the channel for more content like this. I'm really just going to be sharing all the things that have helped me on my journey, be sharing them with you guys to hopefully enable you to, change your perspectives and paradigms and achieve your goals and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.